So
we got a full house right now.
yeah.
We did.
Me and y'all are gonna be fighting like Diddy and Mace.
Hey, yeah.
Take that.
Take that.
I ain't trying to be Hollywood. I got like three. Yeah, I'm talking. Hey, Chad. Those some loud ass Jeeps.
Yo, where am I? Yo, I'm in the
Niggas
back.
like, oh, them niggas about to record. Yo, come on. I see you do a good job of tastefully addressing certain comments or whatever. Any comments off top that you would like to address? Let me just give you the floor before I even ask you any questions.
I'm gonna give a critique to the comments. Like,
Okay.
a lot of people just jump clean out the window, like with an attitude or upset about something I said, what I should be doing, what I shouldn't be doing. At the end of the day, I'm a grown man. If I see something with my own two eyes, or if I've had a dialogue with a particular person, I have the right to say whatever I feel about a situation. Now, if I'm incorrect about what I'm saying, then correct me if I'm wrong. And it's simple. You ain't got to have an attitude or nothing. Like, yo, bro, you wrong. These are the facts. This is where you messed up at. Boom, boom. I respect that. But don't be like, yo, you crazy, you bugging, you wild. None of that. That's unnecessary.
What you are, like, a lot of times, the real characters of motherfuckers are starting to surface after so many years. And some myths that you had in your head about people, they inadvertently getting cleared up. And it's what it is like taking a nigga's guard away from them. You know what I'm saying?
Another type of way of looking at that type of situation, a lot of people got prestige from these falsified stories. I ain't gonna say the whole entire story is false, but it's embellished here and there. It's exaggerated here and there. They got prestige and they don't want to come clean, and they want to carry on with the falsehood because if they feel like if they tell the truth, it'll tarnish the prestige that they have.
They talk about Hollywood and Cike Bike a lot. I remember Hollywood when I did my violation, and niggas was scared to death to go to Beacon because they said the Crip Hollywood was over there like in 19 blocks beating the shit out of Bloods, right? So that's the only thing I know about Hollywood from back then. But I heard his name and Cike Bike. What's the importance of these two brothers?
I'm gonna tell you off the rip, Cike Bike is incredibly important. That's my bro. That's my cuz. And we came up together as teenagers. We met as teenagers and we grew up, unfortunately, in prison until adults. So we both Crip, and we both are the originators of Crips in New York, along with some other people. I ain't gonna get into all of that. But as far as Cike Bike is concerned, he is a real individual. He's a stand-up dude. Everywhere he go, he represents who he was. It's real. It's cut and dry. Like, he is who he is. He's not with it.
He's still locked up?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. Only reason I ask is because I see a lot of people talking about Cike Bike. I just found the name funny as a motherfucker. I'm like, damn, Cike Bike. Probably a short nigga.
What's that?
I was like, Cike Bike.
I got some stuff in my cup. It's causing me to sweat.
I think when you start talking about Crips that get busy in New York, it's like it's exciting to hear certain things. You know what I'm saying? When you, because everybody like the underdog. You know what I mean? Like when I went,
I never say get busy. I say he's a stand-up individual. Standing up and getting busy to me are two different things. I made a comment on somebody else's YouTube page, and I call him arrogant because he is. Anybody who knows him knows he's arrogant. He talks with a whole arrogance. So that's who he is. But he's not a rowdy dude. He's not rowdy. He's not loud. He just comes. He wants his commissary like everybody else. He want to go to the mess hall, eat food. He want to go to the visit. That's all he wants. But he's attacked consistently. So he has to stand up. That's why I say he's a stand-up dude.
Hey, let me ask you something, right? Let me switch this up, right? This is a random question. Outside of like the negative shit that you hear amongst the groups that, you know what I mean, gangs and shit like that in jail, Tell me something like that that's good about having like that sort of brotherhood while you're in jail.
Because it's someone has a piece of the puzzle that you don't. You may meet somebody who their funds are a lot greater than yours. But on the other hand, you got this type of ambition and creativity for the person with the funds to invest in.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's another person who's, like you said, like get busy. That's why I say get busy. A dude who's really looking for the mess. He could be on your team, and then now they like, okay, he got funds, he got the creativity, they doing something, but we can't do nothing to him because they got to get busy dude with him. So when you come together like that, you can really flourish. And I'm talking about on a personal note, how we work. This is in prison. We had fun.
Probably gonna cross the line for you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's yeah. When we get tired of picking up, we coming for y'all.
We was kind of extra.
But you still ain't got nothing, man.
I ain't gonna front. I got lost. Like I'm in tune. Like I'm trying to catch on to where I fit in. Pause.
Right, let me. I'm gonna say like people that's gonna see this later and don't know, that haven't seen interviews with me and Rucc or whatever. My history with Rucc starts, or why Rucc is important to me. It's not because Rucc is the first Crip nigga I met. Because you was like that. This nigga came in like, oh shit, you know how to Crip walk, bro? Show us how to Crip. I don't know all of it, but I'm gonna get it together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Rucc, when Rucc came, it was like that was a breath of fresh air, because it was like, you know what I'm saying? This nigga's just different. He not like normally when you make, okay, this is a motherfucker that's sitting up in this cube, like writing plans down all day. You know what I'm saying? Writing things. When I first came in contact with the Crips, it was all about, I learned the history. I learned that why they was there, the politics behind it. I learned all good shit was like bringing niggas together. It was nothing about Bloods and Crips. That's where the drama starts from. I guess the beginning tension comes from the media and motherfuckers just not knowing better. So we just make decisions based off of what we seen on TV, and next thing you know, we got 20 years worth of problems and shit, and it derives from nothing. You know what I'm saying?
That is correct. It shouldn't even be no issue. Like these days in the Bronx, at least, downtown in the Bronx, you know, my area, 143rd, it's gone pretty much. You got some apes in Mont Haven. You got some Stonies and 9 Trays in Patterson. You got some 4 Trays Crips, East Coast Crips. You got the Payback Crips. So everybody is pretty much together for the most part.
That's definitely what I see too. You know, being out there and being out and about, I see that for myself. Like I was gonna say that, like a lot of people are together, like they're merged in. Like it's not really none of that. Like the color banking is out of here. You know, on this where we from, you know, on this side. Give me some. I don't see that.
Can I ask you something, bro? Okay, what I've been seeing too lately is can conversation happen, right? Like conversations, right? Instead of like niggas that don't know or dudes, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we got enough people home right now where conversations could start between different colors and shit like that. And not to say that it hasn't already, but I feel that right there will be the finalizing our structure in the hood as far as like organizations is concerned. Because long as niggas got beef, or long as niggas think they got beef, or they holding grudges from years ago, you know what I'm saying? The real conversation can't start, shit like that. Because all these dudes doing music, that's what we think about New York Crips. Me standing outside, it's like the music. Look what's happening with the music. Yeah. It's blowing up. But at some point in time, the music industry shows its fangs, and we know that the music industry don't love us. You know what I'm saying? We got manage ourselves, man. We got manage ourselves. Niggas work more dead than alive, bro. We got to stop.
But listen, that's available. Like I jumped, like I said, I'm in and out of comments on people's page because it comes up on mine. So I'm gonna say something. If it's something that relates to something I know about, I'm gonna say something. So at one point, La Brim came up. It was also in relation to his Cike Bike. But that's my bro. La Brim is my bro. So this is even before, I'm gonna say like I don't even know the origin of the date because I wasn't part of the building of that. But I'm gonna jump out the window and say, like, let's say 2016. Vibrant and some gangster card Crips came together and created JetBlue. So the Hounds and the Crips that's under the gangster card come together as something called JetBlue, because the Hounds are called Jets. And the gangster card, of course, with the Crips is blue. So even back then, like 2015, 16, I don't even know the date, it was happening. And he's not like he's a very high ranking person. You know what I'm saying? He's somebody. You got some people who are just not with it, that are Bloods. And on the Crips too, they just not with it. They anti-blood. But then you have a group of people that's like, we not with that now. It don't make sense. So it's available, but it depends on who you're going to speak to.
Yeah, I don't think that it's not that urgent, but I'm just saying business wise, it'll be a good look because for the most part, you don't hear too much. It's not like back in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we clarifying things that happened like from the 90s and shit like that. But the time that we in is definitely different, and way more opportunities is out there for cats to get money. That was another thing that I liked about the Crips when it first started too, and I see that y'all remain true to that, like the business aspect, and you know what I'm saying. I remember that's one thing you always told me, that you know what I mean, we trying to get money and you know what I'm saying, shit like that. You feel me? Money, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. The music is out there. Like got music. The music is out there.
Like you rap?
Yeah, I'm an artist.
All right.
I'm an artist. Yeah, all around.
Yeah, what's your shit on? I'm gonna pull you up right now. You got some shit up?
Yeah, I got everywhere. I'm on all digital platforms.
What's your rap name? What's your shit?
LITE. If you want to find me, what you want to find me on, like Apple Music or like YouTube? What you want?
I'm on YouTube right now. I'll find it. You can give me the links to the Spotify and all that after.
All right, so YouTube, okay, you can look up LITE, Set the Tone, or even Capiche after that. Either one, whichever one.
Yo, Rucc was the nicest rapper up north, man.
Yeah, I already listen. I knew him all my life, so I already know. You know what I'm saying?
This nigga was coming with fucking rock. It was like, I ain't gonna lie, I was one of them niggas before you came. Right?
You wild night. You a lyricist, so
no. Yo, bro, it's different. Like we used to leave your cube. I used to go to that composition book. Like, look at this nigga. Like you feel me? Like and the nigga, like I hated you, bro. He was rapping with fucking Mott's, and Mott's was nice too.
Yeah,
Mott's was nice. And it was me and Airborne, and Airborne was the physical rhythm. Oh, he's killing me. Perfect waves. That nigga used to have a disc. Like, yo, what's up, bro? What's up?
That's like the whole day brushing hair.
Hey, mathematical, you know what I mean? And work. You can't say the word, the physiological, the mathematical, equational, you know what I mean?
Yes, he's crazy.
We was having talent shows, all that shit. Nigga, we was up in fucking in the bubble, playing pool and shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that was a whole different thing, man. I tell bro earlier, Yaga, about that 10% was drama, but it was heavy. It was heavy because the heaviness of the drama came through the politics and all the girl shit that happened later. And I constantly tell dudes that y'all don't know, if you think that this shit is something to look up to as far as like old gangsters and inmates, then you don't understand pain, my nigga, because a lot of these niggas are soft. Same niggas that you think is a fucking killer and been maintained. That nigga don't want to have no association with that shit. That nigga probably trying to get right with God or something. You know what I'm saying? And those are some damaged motherfuckers. You know what I mean? So if you get it, damage, bro. Damage. Some of the cats like that. I see the damage when I run into niggas that I was up north with. They ain't doing the right thing. Wait, I got his thing. Mike muted.
Yeah. No, I'm good. I'm here.
My bad.
You good, ain't you? It's me. You good?
That sounds like a whole relationship cliche. It
Nah,
ain't true,
yeah.
man.
Nah, I got the little one going crazy, so you know. Yeah.
That's short, bro. That shit was slick life.
Nah, I'm broke, baby.
That was slick nice. Like, bro.
Hey,
Yeah, fuck
hey, nah, I got the little one going crazy. You get me? So you know, you know,
The great baby.
yeah, exactly. Little one, wilding out.
Hey, Rucc, let me ask you this, bro. Right, for you, right? For right now. This is a brother question. Like when I see you now, right? So when I look at your Instagram or you update me on what's going on with you, you look. If this is the first time I'm me knowing you, and fucking, what's this?
Shit.
25 years, some shit like that.
Some shit like that. Like
This is the most clearest I seen your eyes and your you know what I'm saying? Like the clearest. Like I'm seeing and I attribute it to everything that's happened with you and your growth probably while you was gone. But also, you know what I'm saying, your relationship is playing a big part in your happiness. What today, right? What's your drive? What's pushing you today, bro?
your focus becomes different. When you all the way in love with somebody, you looking at that person like, I gotta do what's best for that person. And sometimes doing what's best for that person is doing what's best for me. And then, like you say, you look at the gram, you see my eyes clear, is because the person I'm in love with been my friend my whole life. So it ain't just my wife, it's my best friend. Like, we cool, you know what I'm saying?
So you know what? If I had to reverse that and ask myself that would be it too. That would be my relationship and my children. They both relationships. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's when I was younger and didn't give a fuck. You know why I was living when you met me? I'm gonna tell you what was in my mind at that time, right? That the reason why like, you know, our private conversations, the reason why you were so important to find, you know what I'm saying, along with certain other people, is because at that time I didn't give a fuck based off of not having nothing to love. My niggas, you know what I'm saying, like you, Kais, Black, the ones that was around us at that time, because you gotta realize Collins, I did more time in Collins than any one jail. That was the first time I got to a jail and was able to chill.
Relax. Same with me.
I never had a jail I could relax in. Ever, you know what I'm saying? Attica, Wendy, all of, even though I love Attica and I didn't want to go to Collins, I wasn't as safe in Attica than I was, you know what I'm saying, in Collins, based off of longevity alone. And you know, when you land in a spot and you're able to put your feet in it, whatever come through afterwards, you got a comfortable bed. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta not be a fuck nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't love nothing. So when you start learning love, when you have something to love as an older man, you know what I'm saying? Then you start to realize, damn, I love these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a similar attachment. You understand what I'm saying? Now the difference between this attachment is that you can't get pulled away from that attachment because this motherfucker went home or this motherfucker went to the box. You know what I'm saying? You got something more solid. You know what I mean? So that's hope. The loss of hope is depression. You know what I mean? Once you don't get that letter, you depressed. You want to cut somebody. Once you don't got something nobody can ride for, you gonna cut a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna come and visit, you doing 1,000 push-ups before that visit. You got the Vaseline on your arms, the baby oil on your face, the Muslim oil behind your ears. You know what I'm saying? And then that shit don't come.
You tight. You extra man.
Everybody knows stay away from him.
Yeah, that's a fact. Your biggest eye ain't gonna mess.
So I'm gonna go at you and see if you can answer that. What's one of the hardest challenges, like, or frustrations for you after doing so much time?
Now this is gonna be kind of, to me it's kind of boring, but you're gonna understand it's a cliche type of thing. It's the job search, because I have a unique situation. Because I was supposed to still be in jail right now, but I got a reversal. So you know how to go. You get your case of return because the DA done did some shit he wasn't supposed to do. And then you can stand in front of the judge and the judge say, You can either go back to trial or go home right now by copping out. I chose to cop out and come straight home. But here's the problem I ended up with. My conviction originally is in 2004. I got the reversal and I got resentenced in 2018 and came home. So when I go for a job in 2021 or 2020, they were like, oh, you just got convicted in 2018. You know they can't go back past a certain time.
They finesse. Hey, do you know what? And that right there, sorry. Let me cut your story for a second, bro. They finessed you.
No, it comes up in the what do you call it?
That's common.
It's common.
That's an easy way for them to say,
yeah, we ain't hiring you. That's the biggest. That's the only challenge. I have no other challenge other than that. Is because it's kind of like if I didn't have a reversal and I just had the time I had and I just came home in 2018, that wouldn't even occur. But now they have that wiggle room because the background check says that I got convicted in 2018 only because I got my case overturned and then got resentenced just to come home.
Do you know what certificate of relief is?
I gotta wait for that. I do know what it is. When I didn't get it.
They told me I had to wait too. We're gonna talk.
All right. All right. Off of this, not on this.
No, not on this, bro. But I'm gonna tell you something, right? But with me in particular with jobs, I had the exact opposite problem. You know what I'm saying? Because even with my conviction, you know what I'm saying, they were still hiring me. That's because where I'm at, they need people. So they get to a point where they get desperate, you know what I'm saying, and they'll just hire motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? As long as you fit the part, right? Even if you lie, you know what I'm saying? And I lied on some applications until a point where I could start telling the truth, right? And I had jobs. The problem with me is that I just ain't want to work.
Great.
Bro, I quit my first job over a chick I met in the club. You know what I'm saying? White girl. After you do all that time and you get that reversal, they know they're gonna go back to trial. You know what I'm saying? They're going to lose or it's going to cost them a bag. You know what I'm saying? So instead of like admitting that they did some wrong and give you some wiggle room, you know what I'm saying? Like you saying, to get some life back, whether that's a lawsuit, you know what I'm saying? Erasing that whole thing or whatever. You know what I mean? It was a way to throw. It's like, boom, throw you out here. But just keep pounding that pavement, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, no. I'm up for that challenge. You know what I'm saying? I'm always, working. I'm always working and I'm always applying for a job. So I don't stop. It don't hurt me. I just know it's something I gotta consistently do over and over. I gotta go through the process over and over and over again. That's they ask what the biggest challenge. That's the only challenge. There's no other challenge. There's
your character as far as like each job, you know what I mean? Your reputation to precede itself once you get that experience, you know what I'm saying? You say I was here for a year, you know what I mean?
But I'm going to add something to that. It's not a challenge. This is a whole nother subject. It's not a challenge, but it's something that a person who does a lot of time and comes home have to acknowledge that all the people you left behind ain't the same people.
At all.
Some of them,
your enemies. The people that you call friends can be your enemy when you return home.
He said you got a question.
Yes.
Hey, OG RUCC, man, I just wanted to speak on something because you said something powerful just a minute ago about like coming home and going and searching for jobs and looking for employment. How do you feel about felony-friendly jobs, and what do you feel like the biggest obstacle of transitioning back into a productive society was? Like, what do you feel your biggest key point was transitioning into a productive society from where you come from the previous point?
That's quite complicated for me because I really had no transitioning. I came home December 10th of 2018.
That's my daughter's birthday.
And I was working that same month. December. Got a job immediately, like December 18th. I was working. I had no transition. I know I've been free, so I know what freedom is. I forget what freedom was. Like he said, I'm on my bunk. I'm writing plans. We had discussions. I know what freedom is. I've been free. I know what I've been employed before I got arrested. So I know what it is to be employed. I know what it is to live in a household. I know what it is to have manners, respect. There is no transition. And if you can't transition, then you are your biggest problem.
I was my biggest problem for a second.
Yes,
you know,
I'm not even going to sugarcoat that. You definitely were.
I was fucking looking Jack Mac. I had my do-rag on. Bro, I was making razors. Like, I'll be in the bathroom taking a shit, right? And then my mother had like some razor blades. You hear me like?
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm all in tune.
Razor blades sitting down, and I'll take some electrical tape, and I'll be shitting and putting together a you know what I'm saying, an ox. Like, I'll, you know what I mean? For the mag, you know what I mean? And have it on my like, and leave it in the bathroom type shit. My mother would be like, "Yo, what the fuck is
like, yeah, like, what are you doing, yo?"
Taking a shower with slippers on, and you know what I mean? My mom's car, I'm putting toilet paper in Jack Mac 7.
Nah, you just put me on the spot because you made my wife look at me because I was getting in the shower with the boxers on. She looked at me.
Institutionalized.
That's what I was getting at. Like, you know, because some people say, "Oh yeah, it's hard to transition when you come home." Like, the mind state.
Once you get some pussy, that transition over.
No,
If you bust a nut, that shit is done.
Real quick. No, she just said she hasn't stopped me. It's about the person you with. It ain't about getting pussy. It's about the person you with.
No. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Long story. I got about 5 baby mamas, 7 kids. Well, check this out. Well, 7 kids, 5 baby mamas, 7 baby mamas.
Yeah.
You better not never say that.
Ever since I seen that ASAP Rocky interview, he's slipping on semen. I'm like, oh, nah, it's over, bro.
Well,
It's over. It's over. It's over, bro.
That's way crazy.
Hey,
Why would he? What?
Yo, right.
Hey,
what's wrong, bro?
No, but listen. No, there's some. I didn't have too many insecurities, but I had uncomfortabilities. Some things were just uncomfortable.
All right.
So what was the most uncomfortable shit that you witnessed? That's what I mean. Like, when you come home, what was the most uncomfortable feeling that you got? Knowing like everything was still straight, but like, what was that feeling that like made you kick in? Like, damn, this shit's still real out here. Even though I'm good, like, this shit still hit. Like you said, this shit real out here, nigga. Like, what hit you and was like, okay, I'm blessed, I'm well, like, I got a chance to get back. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was that key point was like, or what hit you and was like, damn, like you said, motherfucker, I'm doing maybe I'm a little bit more fortunate because you come home and motherfuckers ain't doing so good. You know what I'm saying? What hit you and was like, damn, I'm good.
K2,
like, I can get back to it. Like
they
you said.
smoking that K2.
Oh, yeah, because they out there going crazy with that K2. Nah, I wasn't with none of that. But,
what's the effects of K2? Because niggas don't know how bad it is in the Bronx with niggas that come home and smoke that shit.
I can't tell you the effects of it, but I'll tell you how
Crazy.
these weirdos look.
That's what I'm saying. Effects.
No, but he asked you
What?
What did it look like?
Oh.
How did it look like to you?
What, the K2 people?
No.
Yeah.
basically.
All right, no, I'm because it's 2 questions that was asked. The K2 situation is that they looking crazy. They look like how crackheads looked in the 80s. They look crazy. They kind of worse because they doing worse things. They just
crackheads work back then.
No, but the question family asked though is, once again, like I'm gonna say my sister first because I keep saying my wife. That's probably like, yo, he's dragging it now.
Yeah.
Right there. You know what I'm saying? But my sister first, because she held me down, and the way she held me down was so official that I was like, I'm good. She didn't have a complaint or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do what I do regardless as a man in anybody's household, but she didn't even care what the hell I did. She just got me. So I said I'm good because of my sister, my mother. I'm good. My daughter was around. I'm good. After that, it was my wife. Once again, I came home in December. She came to see me in December. As soon as I got home, she came to New York like What's happening?
So
Let's go out.
she was basically on your heels, like, and got you lined up pretty fast, like.
I'm not gonna say that.
I don't know, bull crap.
I'm not gonna say she was on my heels and all that.
Yeah, you take a sip. I take a sip. You take a sip. You take a sip.
No, like, you know, like, yeah, sis, love, queen. You know it's all love.
No,
But
it's
you
all
know,
good. It's all good.
just
No, it wasn't even.
came on his square.
It's like we have bad history. You know what I'm saying? We've been friends forever, like since the early '90s.
Word.
Oh, okay. All right.
Thing.
That's what's up, man.
Well,
Real.
when God love you, they can give you a proper reflection, and your woman is a reflection of you, and you're a reflection of her. No, that's why.
But sometimes, let me say something. But sometimes it's like we gotta control each other, like as far as like emotional wise, like with anger, because we like the same people a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
And you know me, Mac Mean, and she's just like me. So you know that.
You know me.
Because hands down, real talk, and this ain't because you my man. I'd rather not give you props. You know what I'm saying? But,
Yo, what?
real talk. But
Yeah,
when you came through, you came through to a time where you had me, CD, Airborne, that kid Dolph, the kid that used to rap like DMX. I forgot his name.
Yeah, he was from Yonkers and all that.
He was iller. He was
Yeah.
stupid. And then we had a music program. We will go down to the basement and make beats
Beats and
you
everything.
have an old timer on the bass playing the guitar. We made beats. We made shows up. This is the parts that I like to talk about, right? That these are things in between drama. This is what we was doing on Wednesdays. We was in the music room for 3 hours while niggas was watching sports and stabbing each other over the fucking who gonna watch the Spanish channel or Jerry Springer, Banger the Banger. We was in the music room making up music and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like we read books and stuff like that. I think those things is crazy important. So I don't want to give you a props in this regard because I'm so competitive. But when you came to the jail, you was a threat. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, you was a threat, like for real. Well, all of us that rap behind your back, you know what I'm saying? We knew you was better than all of us. You know what I'm saying? What's the music hustle like for you today? How do you feel about doing music today?
No, well, first and foremost, I just love creating it off the rip. I can't control it. It's gonna come to my brain, and I have to get it out in my brain and put it on. It ain't wax no more, but I gotta go to the booth. I gotta hit the booth and spit some shit because it's in my mind.
The GOAT.
But however, like Light is here, I listen to him mostly because he's from a different generation. He's from a different generation of music. So I do my own regular how we do, but sometimes he'll say, "Hey, why don't you try to do this?" I'm going to do it. If he suggests something, I'm like, I'm gonna try to do this type of music. I'm gonna try to do it this way or that.
But
I'm trying to get him loopy, man. Like he's nice. Like I want him to really fit in. You get me? Like you never too old for this. You know what I'm saying?
Today, most of the money that's being generated is through streaming. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like once you understand the streaming, right, and you apply that old school, because you need the young cats, because they the post. We was the post when we was his age. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So, but now by combining those two, you having the, you know what I'm saying, the old voice, the older voice, right, and the young hustle. You feel me? It's all about putting a team together and finding that one thing that you want to push that's gonna make everything else obvious. It's like if you got 10 songs on a record, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to push 10 records. You know what I'm saying? Nobody ever did that. You know what I mean? What they do is they take one record. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like,
I'm listening.
One,
1 second.
all the energy towards that one record. That's how you push a record.
Yeah. What I noticed is like when I first came home, like these are still my peoples, my bros and all that, OPN Music in the Bronx, Patterson Projects or whatever. And it's probably like 15 artists that nobody knows anything about. I don't say nobody knows anything about. Some people know some of these dudes, but it's not enough to where one of them are successful. So I seen it. I said, this is me coming home from prison. They in their 20s or whatever the case may be. So I said, yo, why don't y'all just all come together? I said, from my perspective, this person and this person got the best opportunity to be successful and put everybody else on. Everybody fall back and we push these two. This is just me speaking about the push. All of them fell back like, no. It's too much competition. On the same team, they competing with each other, so nobody's successful. Nobody want to say, I'm going to.
That's a common problem, though. That's a common problem, and you could date that back to New Edition. You could date that back to, you know what I'm saying, like any group that was great and end up breaking up, you know what I'm saying, and somebody finding power outside of the group. Why? Because at the end of the day, the nature of our shit is competitive. So even, you know what I'm saying, like competition alone or money alone could change the whole team up. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm competitive. That's why I make the music I make. Like, if a person say Rucc is nice, I'm nice because I know there's people out there that's also nice. So I'm competitive. My competition comes out in my music. But if someone tells me, yo, someone I respect, because they all act like they respect me. But if someone I respect tells me, yo, Rucc, I believe Mac Me has a better opportunity of being successful. Once his shit cracks off, then we going to do your music. I'm going to fall back.
Good leader going to fall back.
I'm gonna fall all the way back. Let Mac Mean do his thing, and I know Mac Mean gonna come back and get me because he's gonna be like, "Yo, Rucc is just as nice as me." So it is what it is. But dudes don't want to fall back. That's beyond competition. That's almost hate to me.
That's a fact. I witnessed it. I've been this for years.
How old are you?
I'm 24 now.
Okay, what's the best like for you to do your music and really push your shit? Right? Do you find like those similar problems like in the team? You got. I mean, like, it doesn't have to be negative, but is there that competitive edge in there where you feel like you could be doing better if everybody was behind a obvious hit?
Let me tell you this. Number one, I don't even have a team. That go to show. Number two, anybody I expected to be around me has not been here. You get me? So it's like, it's been me for like 10, 11 years. So my thing is, I see it as, if people gonna support you, they're gonna be here no matter what you go through. If you fall off or if you sit back and just try to recognize yourself or get yourself together, they're gonna be there no matter what. I got a lot of supporters where I'm at. You get me? So my thing is, people that say they there for you will say it until it's time to show and prove. You get me? So now I've been noticing, like, it's people that's always been here for me until it's like, all right, bet. Show me what you do for me.
That's reflective of life. That's just how life is.
Literally. So that's why I don't take offense to none of that. Like, I just be seeing it, I'm like, all right, cool. I always got me at the end of the day. I ain't tripping off that. Like, I got me. I know what I could do. Trust me. I done made the radio in rotation for a year straight on Pound 89. Biggest DJ by myself. So I'm not worried about that. It's just the people around me, it'd be like, how can I say I'm a promise to bring y'all with me when y'all not even willing to be here with me? Like, I don't get that. Like,
you know why? Because niggas is lazy. And I mean, that's it. Niggas is lazy. It ain't that then people don't love you and don't want to fuck with you. It's like people, we don't know how to love and all that shit. All these things, we ain't never get the blueprint for none of this shit. So the fact is that most of the artists that's really on top, that really make it, come to that realization real early that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is going to be me. And that mentality attracts other people that's like-minded, and that's what builds your team. You know what I'm saying? That's what keep pushing that shit. I want to hear your shit, bro.
Definitely.
I want to like it. If it's trash, I'm coming for you, bro.
I got you. Now, you commented on one of my joints recently, but that was something super like.
That set the tone. I was just listening to that shit.
That's you.
Okay. I was just listening to that shit, bro.
That's you.
Okay.
Yo, he's us.
I'm telling you.
Mac Me, he's us.
Hold on, I'm let me judge that.
Okay, you got it. Yeah.
Let's get it. Epitome. I'm back with the bridges, you niggas ain't done with me. I'm the epitome. All of you rappers, y'all ain't putting fear in me. Gotta be kidding me. I pull me a cup to get shit for your memory. Gotta be shitting me. Check niggas' consistency, crunches and lyrics be. Don't think they hearing me. I'm setting the tone of my Sony and steering me. These niggas my clones. I'm from a Trinity, these niggas ain't mirror me. If you don't, I ain't shooting nobody, my lives are in memories. You ain't in front of me, you my enemies close. So I'm in front of me, always shoulder like I'm back in there. Could've sworn I was so I'm back again. And I'm on your face, what's your back again? And I'm known you stay, you got as a friend. I ain't flawed and chain and blabbering. I'm just happy with bag, I'm snatching it. I'm shorty, it's mad, I'm smacking it. That's for a feature, I'm texting them. When I step in the booth, I be doing the most. In a couple of months, you gon' call me the GOAT. Every on the next to man, niggas stokes. Yeah, know that faces got rapping and choke. I'm just a Reggie and skin with the dope. Spicy and chain and hand you a rope. I'm scared you hating, just send you some notes. Talk over the last, but need to be coached.
This nigga a Lord Silver purple, have it slow like a smoke up an armpit, got a rocket with a fit, and I call that shit hard. Bro, chill out, baby. Chill out. Kid niggas fuck niggas in the circle praying around your coffin, death flowing through my veins, shit, my fluid is bombing.
What that nigga over here talking?
Yeah. When I'm spitting, I'm thinking I'm 40 and better.
No, you ain't better than me, son. Son, I'm
40. One shot, like shut up. Shut up, one shot. Crazy bitch on the breast of this shit. I need me a cherry. Underground without them, go out of rules. I'm moving like Harriet. Born to give, ain't no need for practice. I've been prepared for it. Been on my bully, they just started cherishing. God carry it. Breaking through all of the barriers. You blues and fairy. Colorful dread, all that homeless shit. I can't take you serious. Bitch, over the fact that I'm winning. I'm posing it period. When I first started, it was a humble beginning. But now I ain't hearing it. Breaking through all of the barriers. You blues and fairy. Colorful dread, all that homeless shit. I can't take you serious. Bitch, over the fact.
What?
Yes.
I'm posing it period. When I first started, it
Ain't talking to him?
Yeah. Talking that talk.
was a humble. But now I ain't hearing it.
He said all that.
You should have had him play me and your joint. That's lying. What?
Yeah. No, because listen, we gonna always connect, Mac. Me and Light got a video we just shot. It ain't done yet. It's still being. You sent the link through, so.
Oh, that sounds dumb like. Hey, wow, man.
Wow. No, he gonna go through the catalog, bro.
Stop fucking playing. Go ahead, like introduce the song.
All right, this song right here has no title just yet, but I promise you it's heat. We had to name it Fire Emoji just for the
That
wild.
should be the title, Fire Emoji.
Exactly. Me, OG RUCC, Body. Let's get it. I want to hear something, man. We killed it.
I got some drill beats, bro.
I got some drill beats. Send those.
What's he talking about?
We gonna call this. I don't know if this is part 2 or 3, but that's how we gonna call it, man.
We on 3 right now. This is the third situation, but we don't have to say the third because it's a little different from the first 2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So this is the first. This is the first of the second chapter. All right, and then we have to go back and address something from the first chapter. We'll wait till that comes.
Well, unfortunately, I can't say jail is not it because there's a whole opposition that's going to make sure they put a certain amount of people in jail. If everybody get their shit together today, they're going to create some shit to put some people in jail. What I'm going to say is that if you ever end up in jail, your goal is to get home. That's it. Your goal is not to impress another man in prison. That's weird.
Ooh.
Your goal is to get back to the people that you claim to love. If you really love them, you get back to them by all means necessary. My means was the law library. I learned the law, got myself home. Get home. That's the goal. If you ever end up in prison, get home because sometimes it's beyond your control. You can do the right thing your whole life and still be behind bars wondering how you got there.
Whoa.
So when you're there, your goal is to get home by any means necessary. I don't care if you red, blue, white, black. None of them colors matter. Because that institution is the worst shit in the world. Freedom is everything. Free, like Scully. I was in prison next to Scully. He always told me the struggle is rough, but freedom is a must.
We're gonna leave with that. You know what I'm saying? I heard that before. By the way, Scully just called. Just did a call with somebody. They gave him an update. Scully's on an interview right now. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna get back to this, Rucc. Hey, Light, give them your information, man. So the people that like your music, you know what I'm saying, they all like it. You know what I mean? So they're gonna go check for you. We're gonna watch those subs go up a little bit. All right.
Appreciate you, King. All right. So my YouTube is Light LITE. If you look for anything, it's Light LITE, man. Instagram LITE 143. You feel me? 14 thirsty. You know what I'm saying? Like all that. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it is. That's all it is. If you're looking for me anywhere, it's Light 143. You're gonna find me. Trust me.
Yeah, with that video.
From the clothes that I wear, close to the edge, keep the place like fools. It's us against them. Play by the rules. Those who be most stay. Do his head to the bowl.
I like your voice, bro.
Thank you, bro.
No, I ain't Malcolm, but I'ma say what I want for the chest. Y'all see the outcome. If they keep coming, then that's incorrect. Don't move without one, neither do we, but we posing a threat. Guess they done found one, cause I'm the real loaded in the test. I ain't the best, I ain't that hard, and you grooming the next. Give me a set on both sides of the fence. Minority false, majority yes. Pussy checks, my brother his chest. Little bit moves and we need no reset. Focus on now, we'll get to the next. Been going to war, next time to relax. Holiday silence is always the best. But not speaking out for my people who black. All my people who live in the checks. North, south, east, west. Even my people who live in the guts. I need us, all of you medical. How much you feel it? How much you get? We got it, so don't fall for that. Don't fall for that.
Yeah, nigga.
Oh,
so you do drink shit too? Okay.
All that.
We all know that. We're letting the best. We all know that. We live by it. We all know that. It's black.
I love this one.
Thank you. He ain't hear me and you on this though.
Black. For the clothes that I wear.
It's a hell of a flip. It's a hell of a flip. It's a hell of a